Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. In this video, we are looking at the NBA Prizepicks props for March the 25th. We have a pretty small slate for Saturday, but we do have pretty much most of the props posted for today's games. So let's go ahead and get into it. As always, if you enjoyed the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, you can check out other links in the description. If you want to run these props on Underdog, use my code PROCESS and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. And let's get started with the first prop. Going over to the points, rebounds, and assists board. There's a few that look pretty appealing. First one is Nick Claxton. I mean, his number just keeps getting a bit lower, even though he's been so good recently. He's been hitting this very consistently, going up against a Miami front court with Bam Adebayo there, who's a good defender, but Claxton is going to get the minutes because, like I've been saying, the videos where we've been taking Claxton's overs, they just don't have many options in terms of big men. We just saw that Ben Simmons, who hasn't played since the All-Star break, is out for an indefinite amount of time. But he probably wasn't coming back at all this season anyways. But 33 minutes for Claxton last game. He played 28 the other game, 31, 32, 38. He's just playing those can play mid-30s if the game is close. If he's playing well, out of foul trouble. But you're getting solid minutes out of him. And just looking at his string of recent games, so obviously he's hit this 5 straight. Before that, he hit it against Denver with 31 PRA. Hit it against Minnesota as well with 23 PRA. Hit it against Houston. That game he crushed with 32 PRA. Hit it against Charlotte with 23 PRA. And then he finally missed it against Boston. So he hasn't missed this prop since the 3rd of March. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight hits for Claxton. Seems like a no-brainer. Another one that's been very good to me recently has been a Denver Nugget, and that's been Michael Porter Jr. Getting his number at 24.5 PRA. He's coming into this one, averaging almost 28 in his last 4. He's been very good with the 3-ball. Last game against Washington, he ended up hitting. He did kind of struggle from 2-point land, but he got a ton of threes to drop, which helped him hit his over. He's also been rebounding at a pretty good clip as well, which is just some icing on the cake for him at his PRA. And the assist, he has 2+ assists in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of his last 6 games, which is also a boost because his points and rebounds is at 23.5. So you're basically just needing 1 assist to make it worth it, and they haven't had too many close games recently, but in close games, he's getting those 33 to 35 plus minutes. So that is the second prop I like, and the Bucks do give up a lot of threes. The third prop that I'm looking at is sticking with a couple of PRAs is Kawhi Leonard, 38.5. Paul George is out for a few weeks, and Kawhi Leonard's just going to get more opportunities. I like this number. Below 40, you only need 39 for it to hit. He's going to get way more usage, have the ball in his hands more, facilitate a little bit more, but just getting more usage in a favorable matchup against the Pelicans, which should be a high-scoring affair. Looks really good. Gave you 32, 6, and 6 last game. Playing 34 to 38 minutes, 39 minutes in close games. So we know that there's still a lot to play for in the West with the playoff seedings, all that. So expect Kawhi to continue to get those heavy minutes. And then his teammate Russell Westbrook is sitting at just 29.5 PRA, which I think might get bumped up to 30. Gave you 33 against his former team in the Thunder last game. He only played 29 minutes as well. But typically you're going to get, without George, you'll probably get those potential to get up to like 30 plus minutes. Wouldn't be surprised if he's playing well, which he was last game. Believe the game was potentially a bit out of hand. Yeah, they won by 22, so they didn't have to play much in the 4th. So Westbrook would have hit more PRA, same thing with Kawhi. But they're going to score against this Pelicans defense. I like the numbers, or just seem a little low. Another guy that I like for PRA is on the other side of that Clippers game, you can get Jonas Valanciunas. His number is sitting at just 29.5. He's been finally kind of rounding back to himself after kind of going through a little bit of a rut. But, the Pelicans, they're trying to make the play-in. They got a lot to play for. He's crushed against some poor centers last 3 games. And the matchup is decent against Zubats here. I mean, he's going to get the minutes against Zubats. led front court, and with Plumlee coming off the bench. So for a guy that's been racking in the rebounds and can give you some assists too as a big man, I think you can't really. I mean, hopefully he stays hot. I like that number. You could maybe look to Brendan Ingram instead if you wanted to, but I kind of like Valanciunas. He's been crushing it on the boards, and he's going to get opportunities just with Plumlee and Zubats not really guys that move away from the basket much. And then for the final prop, going with another Clipper. This one I'm going points and rebounds because he can give you a few assists, but really mostly focused on points and rebounds. And that's Zubats, who's been great with the scoring recently. He's also been good with the rebounds, hitting both in 4 out of his last 5 games. So just not having George, he's going to get opportunities to score more, to get rebounds, do a little bit of everything, maybe get a few more minutes. It's not really going to impact the rotation much at the center, but I just like these two going back and forth against one another. Both are guys that will dominate the boards. Zubats 10 plus rebounds, 4 out of 5. And then Valanciunas just been crushing it recently, 19, 15, 12. But then both guys will be able to rebound a lot. And then Westbrook and Kawhi to do a lot of the scoring, assisting, and also will contribute with rebounds. Michael Porter Jr. stays hot, hopefully from three-point land. And he's also been rebounding well and can give you a couple assists. And then Claxton, just with how low his PRA is against a team where he's going to have to play those minutes against Miami. So those are the 6 props that I like. One that I didn't have in here was a Brendan Ingram prop, but I think you can look to him as well. Maybe his assist, I think, looks pretty good. And he's been hitting the assist well. And then another assist guy that you can look to is Jamal Murray. Also, what should be kind of a high-scoring game against Milwaukee. But those are the props that I like for today. Let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Best of luck, and I will catch you all next time.